what I noticed is that Dr. Jowdy's office is completely different from any other doctor's office. I've never seen a doctor's office like this before. Everybody is very friendly and helping each other, and the children are very happy and comfortable in the office, even though we're here hours at a time. They're just happy and comfortable and talking to the other patients that are being in waiting also. And it's like a family in the waiting room. It is a family. And we've been to doctors for the past 4 years.
Yes.
Hospitals, urgent cares, all sorts. We've been coming to the doctor, to this office for 3 weeks, and the kids have been here, I think, 10 hours a day, 9 hours a day. I mean, we're here all day long, and they don't complain to come. They get up, and we're going to Dr. Jowdy's. Maybe we'll get pizza today. I describe it as a natural hospital where you have the hospital beds, comfortable. I had my blankets, pillow, and I was just being treated with the best care I could ever imagine. There's nothing like this anywhere. I have never heard of anything like this. My children are in the waiting room all day while I'm being treated. And they just love it. They come back to my room and they tell me all about what's going on in the waiting room. So I feel like I'm in the waiting room, even though I'm not in the waiting room. And so they'll tell me, this person came from this state. I know people are traveling from different states to get here, and they'll tell me where this, the newest person is from, and all about where they're staying and what's going on. And when I was in there for the past 3 weeks, I think this is the first week that I've been up, like watching what's going on.
Yes.
Dr. Jowdy has been working on all the kids. And I don't know what he's doing.
Because he doesn't tell any,
because I'm in there, I'm sick, but the kids would come in and say, he did this treatment on me, or he did that treatment on me. So I know that he's treating them all, from the core, remapping their brain, and then the symptoms are disappearing immediately. I mean, within days. But when I came here, the first thing Dr. Jowdy said that I could eat was a piece of mozzarella cheese with fresh tomato and fresh basil and olive oil. And because we're Italian, that was very exciting to me to be able to eat a piece of cheese. I hadn't had that in years because we weren't eating dairy, and we weren't eating gluten, and we were hungry. We were really hungry for real food. We were losing.
I can imagine.
We were losing weight. People were noticing that we were losing weight and not looking healthy, and bags under our eyes. And it was just it was joy to be able to go home and eat the foods that we hadn't eaten in a long time.
Because the food is not the culprit, and many practitioners who don't understand, the wiring of the system, the functionality of how everything has to digest and process and eliminate, seem to blame the food. And it's not so we've had patients come in where they're allergic to carrots or allergic to lettuce. I mean, and that's just crazy because it's not the food's fault. Does that make sense?
Well, Joshua also, I think, had a lot of the same symptoms as me.
Okay.
He looked very pale, dark bags under his eyes. He was very thin. He was losing weight. He couldn't breathe. He had a hard time breathing. He was very fatigued, and it was unusual for him because Joshua has always been high energy level kind of child, and we saw it happening quickly over time that he just was not the same person. He wanted to sleep all the time. He felt nauseous. When we came here and Dr. Jowdy worked on Joshua, I think it was 2 or 3 days, he was allowed to eat something with dairy. I can't remember if it was pizza or what we were allowed to have.
I think it was, yes.
It was pizza. And he ate it and he did not break out.
That's right. Right.
And he is doing amazing. He is full of life. He's taking care of me. He's cooking all the meals, staying up late, waking up early, full of energy. His face is clear. He had the eczema was all over, and he was itchy, and his face is very clear. He has no eczema at all. He's happy. Well, Chase was gluten-free for the past 4 years. So that was very restricting, and we were eating a lot of gluten-free type foods that had honey in them. And we didn't realize that the honey is really not good unless you have the proper honey.
Yes.
So here, all along, we were feeding him gluten-free, but then we were giving him baked foods with all this honey. So Chase was also very happy to eat normal foods.
Absolutely.
He's excited every day. Elizabeth came in for her hands because she had bleeding hands, chapped bleeding hands. And we had tried every natural and not natural remedy for her hands, and nothing worked. We thought we had done it all. And when we came here to Dr. Jowdy, he just had her put lemon juice and olive oil and the gloves and sleep with it and wear them during the day, and of course diet. We had to do some gut issue. She had some gut issues, which we we're not addressing properly. So he dealt with that and told us what to do, and we followed everything exactly. And I think within a week, her hands are smooth.